yesterday and lamented the fact that his girls were not able to come back in the match. However, the Norwegian-born coach said that the team's display was a look into the future and what was in store for national football.
I'm sure that we all are very pleased with the team's performance. It was three, I think, very good performances. We competed very well with all three teams. We certainly have proved ourselves among the big guns in women's football, because I think I proved that even though we are from a small country, it is possible to have a competitive team on the women's side. I believe too is possible to have competitive teams in all age groups and on both genders. It's all about plans and strategies and a willingness to do the right things.
Speaking through a translator at the post-match news conference, North Korean coach Ri Song-gun said that he underestimated the threat TNT posed, saying a tough match against the host country came at the right time and could be the spark to their title defense.
Today we have some difficult match. Before we think Trinidad Tobago team is not so high level, but we misunderstand their ability. The experience of today's game is that the team Trinidad Tobago is not weak team. They are also one of the strong teams.
Translator speaking there. Well, to the game now, and the deciding goal, the lone goal, came just 3 minutes in. Jassi Marique reports.
The nation's Prime Minister bestowed her last well wishes upon the team, and the supporters came in numbers, flags in hand, to urge them on. However, ultimately, it was up to these young women to get the job done. Only a victory would do versus North Korea. The Asians too needed full points and attacked from the first whistle. Brianna Rice forced into committing the foul deep in TNT territory. It resulted in the opening goal. The free kick whipped in first post, and Kim Soo-kyung got the final touch after escaping her marker. Set back for the TNT squad. But they tried to come up with the right response. Khadija Debisset burst free, and Brianna Rice and Diarra Simmons also got involved, but without reward. Liana Hines has looked TNT's best player with the ball at her feet, and she was trying to create something before running out of space. The TNT girls persevered though, creating better chances as the half went on. Debisset, Rice and Simmons again. Simmons' shot blocked. She had another go when she controlled a long ball. The shot on the turn struck well, but straight at Choi Kyung-in. The TNT's best chance was this one. Simmons sending Kayla Taylor free, but the winger failed to make the custodian save. The first real bit of second half action came from TNT's 12th man, and on the day, it wasn't the supporters, but this K9 also sporting white. Back to action from the two-legged players, and the North Koreans were still searching, Linford Jones keeping them out. Jasmine Sampson perhaps had visions of street parades and national medals when Lewis found her atop the area late on. The midfielder's shot though shook the crossbar, TNT still trailing. And the substitute was up again for the resulting corner, but unable to get a decisive header in. She played an inspired cameo, looking to set it up instead this time for Lewis, who couldn't control. And at the whistle, TNT could not find a way back. Tears flowed as the young lasses tried to come to terms, but in the end, their salutes to the crowd were definitely mirrored as they made a graceful exit from the competition. Reporting for CNC3 Sports, I am Jassi Marique.
And following the disappointment of the World Cup exit, we spoke to some of the players after the game.
I'm not really down because, to think about it, my back four was incredible. Midfield was spot on. Forwards was doing work. The only problem is that we didn't score. We just didn't have the luck this game. Amazing. I can't compare it to anything in my life so far, and I loved every second of it. And I thank my team and the coaching staff and everyone that came out to support us for making this experience amazing.
I think the team played great, and we showed what we've been working for, and we just did a good job.
After the game as well, this was the reaction of some of the fans who left the Boldon Stadium in Vancouver disappointed but not depressed following the defeat.
Well, the girls, I think they could have done a lot better in certain fields. I mean, there was lack of teamwork and cooperation and simple stuff that they got careless with.
The performance was all right. It's just one goal they lost by. It was just, the cards and things, they shuffle a little bit, they shuffle a little off now. So if they put the players in the right position, I think we could have pulled off a good game.
But with the need, you understand, in the football a little more together. That way the coach had to work on them because they had the condition and everything towards the football. But the need and the football, you understand, together.
I think it was a good enough game. I didn't think that the girls played with, judging from the first game that they played, it was with more heart and more fire and more exuberance,
I don't understand the system. First half, the one forward, 5 midfields, they weren't pressing, they panicked a lot, and the system, I don't know, the system wasn't working for them first half. Second half, on the other hand, they were okay.
The team was well composed and they were well prepared, and it's just a tough luck. They played excellent, good defending, and at the end of the day, better team come out.
I think the first 2 games they were much more fit, much more heavy, much more movement. I think the second game slowed them down with the weight, the water, a lot of work in the 2 games for a lot of players. They didn't do a lot of changes, so I thought the legs wore down as they went forward.
The only thing that they don't have is proper technique. But they play better than him, man. Serious. As always, yeah, they play better. Especially number 12, Kira.
They played better than the men. The Debiset twins, Khadisha and Khadira, are the children of former national cricketer Wilfred Debiset. The 49-year-old father came to meet his girls at the Crown Plaza Hotel today as the national live-in camp ended. Astil Ren has more.
Wilfred Debiset says he's proud of the achievement of his daughters. And what makes it double sweet, he doesn't have a son. He added Khadisha, who plays as a defender wearing number 6, is 5 minutes older than her twin sister Khadija, who is a midfielder and sports number 11.
Yeah, well, actually, when I say I had us back on my gears now because I don't have no boy, as I mentioned here earlier. And I really am proud to see that when I say that they make it to when I say that the under 17 level, I hope they carry on further.
Wilfred pointed out the girls were sadly missed in their village of Aripero.
There was away for this long period of time. I know the kids really missed them because it was right there they started playing their football right on the street with the kids and them. So they really inspire when I see the kids and them on the street.
About the 1-0 defeat to Korea DPR, which halted the national under-17 advance in the current World Cup tournament, Wilfred says he was not totally disappointed, but thought the local team fell flat in their strategy.
Even I tell myself we could have given a better showing because we wasn't really attacking too much, we was more defending. And it was a must-win situation. But come on, we back in them same way. I feel confident when I say that the team, when I say go on to the under-20, that they're supposed to be much stronger and better.
Reporting for CNC3 Sports, I'm Astil Ren.
While the action continued on the field this afternoon, Japan crushed New Zealand 6-0, and Spain met our neighbors Venezuela. Spain scored first in the 28th minute from Paloma Lazaro. It was 1-0 for the Spaniards at the half. Second half, Venezuela equalized in the 73rd from Ana Alvarado. That made things interesting at 1-1, but Lazaro got a second in the 83rd, which turned out to be the winner. Spain beating Venezuela 2-1. Kenwyn Jones scored his first goal for new club Stoke City in the English Premier League today, and it helped them win over Aston Villa. Aston Villa scored first in the 35th minute, Stuart Downing. Jones then equalized 10 minutes from the end in the 80th, a header to a cross ball. And then defender Robert Huth snatched an injury time winner for Stoke City as the home fans left happy celebrating.